Good morning, it's Monday the 18th of January 2016 and what apparently is officially the most depressing day of the entire year. How can it be depressing when you're watching one of these wonderful pieces of television history as produced by yours truly, Chris Reardon? Yes, indeed. In the super Soaraway Daily Mail today, it says researchers have dubbed January the 18th as Blue Monday based on surveys. Oh, yes. Once again, I bet you probably have the email. Oh, we're going to do a survey on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, I'm sick to death of surveys. Please stop sending bloody surveys to me. It goes on. 87% of the population feel the weather has a direct influence on their work. On their mood. Well, I'll go along with that. It's nasty and cold out there, dear. Oh, yes. Now, in the morning, one of the first things I do is go downstairs, put the kettle on, and while the water is boiling away, sending my electronical meter going. While that's happening, I change the cat. When I say to change the cat food, I put down a nice little clean book because she comes straight over as soon as I appear. She comes out of her little bed, walks over, meow, 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 like that, waiting for her, and she sits down next to her little feeding area. And I take away the old bowl, which I throw outside, for enemy cats to eat. And then I put the new one down and I feed her. Okay? And I noticed as I opened the door, a blast of cold air came in. We can't moan, dear. You can't moan about the cold air. We've hardly had any. It's not been bad. Come on, stop moaning. A few days of cold weather ain't going to hurt anyone, is it? Anyway, it goes on. 2/3 of people will feel depressed on their way to work today. That is why I really should start doing these shows, perhaps the night before, for those sad, pathetic individuals among you all, of which there's quite a few, to brighten your day. I mean, if you was watching this now on a crowded tube train, tube train. If you were watching this now on a crowded tube train, instead of talking to people, which you should be doing, how can you fail to just, at the corner of your little mouth, a little smile like that? The only person who wouldn't smile is my mate Ron, because he's a miserable bastard. I mean, I think, to be honest, every single day of the year is a depressing day for my best mate Ron. I do think that. Miserable as sin, 24 hours, and even his boyfriend agrees with him, with me. Even his boy, I'm losing my words. I cannot get the words out today. Anyway, to go on, it says it might not just be the gloomy skies bringing the country down as data. Some idiot's been sitting there on a computer. Oh, let's just, right, he says that. And oh, here's the results. Let's send them to a newspaper. They'll be able to make a story out of it. God, it might not just be the gloomy skies. Manchester and Leeds topped the list of places which suffer worse. Well, are you surprised? Have you been to Manchester? The BBC moved to Manchester, and that's why there's so many miserable programmes on there now. Miserable! Granada Television, Manchester, Leeds! Oh, the only happy person in Leeds is Terry H. Terry H is a regular correspondent to this programme, boys and girls, and he always seems to be relatively happy. Possibly because he's got British Gas central heating in his house, and he works for them as well. If you want to control your heating, get Hive. Hate that advert! Hate it! Hate! Terry, I'm sure you sent a little message about the British Gas Hive. I can't find it. I looked for somewhere to read it out, but I can't find it anywhere, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, by the way, I'm going to get cut off in a minute because I have an alarm go off on this phone at 10:15, which is when I'm recording. As you can see by a clock on the wall, at 10:15 an alarm goes off on the phone to tell me to take pills, which I already have done this morning. Okay? But that's not going to stop the alarm going off. So I'll suddenly say, oh, I'm back again. where I was cut off, stopped the camera and started it again. Just for those of you with technical knowledge. Thank you. It goes on. Supermarket giant Tesco. Well, who shops there now? Closed and go home, Tesco's. You became too big and too aggressive, dear. We didn't want you anymore. Go home. We're all going to Waitrose now, dear. Yes, it is dearer, but we don't mind because we like the service. All people who watch this programme shop in Waitrose. Yes. Supermarket giant Tesco is hoping to temper the day's dejection by handing out free fruit between 3:30pm and 5:30pm at stores across the country. Now you get down there with your bags. Your little bag for life and your Hessian bag. Get down to Tesco's today between 3:30 and 5:30. According to the Daily Mail, they are giving out free fruit. Take as much as you possibly can. I want to see people crawling, having to drag bags back from Tesco's full of free fruit today. Is this, are they trying to entice people in there? I've been trying to entice people into this house for a few years. Nothing's happening. As lads walks past, I try and grab them in, but no, they managed to escape. Oh well. Tesco's corporate response. Yeah, you read it? It's one of those titles. Very, very important person. Tesco's corporate responsibility director. I'll read that to you again. That's his title. Who comes out with these things, dear? Tesco's Corporate Responsibility Director, Jodie Hardy, said, "We know today is the day people are most likely to be feeling the January blues. Oh, yes. And we hope a free piece of fruit will help our customers feel a little bit happier as they shop with us." How is an apple going to make someone happy? Give them a bag of crisps or a bar of chocolate at least. Piece of fruit. I've heard it all now. Back again. Told you I'd get cut off there, didn't I? Yes. A free piece of fruit is going to make you happy, is it? God, I mean, if we thought that, we'd all be out buying apples and oranges every day, wouldn't we? God's sake. So that's in the... That's in the Daily Mail this morning. A wonderful one. You're waiting to hear what's in the box, aren't you? What is in the box? I'm going to show you a little bit of the box. Well, there it is. Just a little bit of the box. Can you see that? Yes. Yes. Now, what's all that about? I'll tell you in a minute. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. Going to have my hair cut in a minute. My mate's coming round and we go to Wokingham to have our hair cut. And we have the shave there. My niece, who's got a hairdresser's up to north in Lincolnshire, hiccups, in Lincolnshire, where I recently got another 3 points on my licence for speeding in Adwick. Be very careful if you ever drive through Anak. Now, it says, I was corrected last night by a very good friend of mine, Adi, who is excellent karaoke singer, and I haven't heard him for a while. He hasn't been over for a while because he lives in Brighton now. And I said, I managed to pick up 3 points on my licence for speeding at Anak, which is spelt Anwick. Anwick. Apparently the W is silent. And if all W's were silent, we wouldn't have swear words anymore, would we? For example, anchor. Anchor. A lot of people think I am a anchor. Thank you very much. So, Anak, I got a 3 points. Do you know when it was? On Boxing Night. Boxing Night, boys and girls. Coming back from my sister's house at about 9 at night, honestly. God. And it's a tight... You come round this... And for some reason, it's not on the sat-nav. This particular speed camera. Don't give me all that safety camera. It's a speed camera, dear. Speed camera. As you come round this corner... It's a very tight corner. And as you come round, right? So you come round there, round the corner, and the camera is there, facing towards you. And it goes... Oh, my God! For a few moments, I thought I'd lost my vision, boys and girls. It's right in your face. You literally, as you come round the corner, there is absolutely no way you can see that one coming. Especially, I'm very disappointed it didn't come up on my TomTom satellite navigation equipment, dear. What's going on there? Anyway, so that's it. So there's my. How did I get onto the subject of that? Oh yes, because Adi was telling me, my friend Adi, he's got 9 points, so he has to be extremely careful as he drives along. And he popped into the karaoke last night, and we had some very, very good singers in there last night. And it was nice to see Adi, and also a chap called Wes, who used to come to Belushi's karaoke. He appeared as well last night. Now, talking of karaoke, in this box, right, I have something. Tonight, at the karaoke tonight, every Monday night and Friday, but tonight is Monday, so tonight's karaoke, Monday night, is at Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross, okay? Starts at 8 o'clock, finishes at 11:30 p.m, okay? There are cheap drinks as well tonight, between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. So the karaoke is 8 till 11:30. Cheap drinks between 8 and 11. It's a busy night, but more importantly, on this Monday night, I have something for each and every one of our karaoke singers tonight. Now, don't come along and don't sing, because you won't get one, okay? I have to be very, very strict with this sponsor, because if you want one, you will have to come and sing. We can't be giving things out willy-nilly for people who aren't willing to do work for them. I mean, what do you think this is? The Department of Work and Pensions giving out benefits? I don't think so, dear. No. I will make you work for it. I will make you work. Yes. And if you want one, come along tonight. You don't know what they are, do you? I'm not going to tell you. Not going to tell you. If you want, I might tell you tomorrow on the show. I might tell you tomorrow, or whenever I do the next show. It might not be tomorrow, but if I do a show tomorrow, I might tell you then. But I'm not going to tell you now. If you want one of these, and there's only so many, we haven't got thousands and thousands of them. Limited edition. Limited edition. Yes. If you want one for coming to sing, and you must do the singing. As I said, this is not a benefits office. We don't give out stuff to people who have done nothing for it. Thank you. No. If you want one of these, you need to come and sing tonight. But they are limited. Limited edition. Get down there tonight, okay? Central Station, every Monday night karaoke, 8 till 11:30 p.m. Cheap drinks every Monday as well, between 8 and 11. That's all part of the night. That's at Central Station, Wharfdale Road, King's Cross in London, okay? Oh, excuse me. Are we out of time yet? We might be out of time yet. Just one more story in the Daily Mail today, and I love this. A disgruntled passenger on a ride... We don't go Ryanair, dear. Ryanair? Please. Do me a... Do they even have cushions on the chairs on Ryanair flights? Eh? I don't think... We don't do Ryanair. However... just a minute. Traveller sends handwritten plea for help to flight assistant about a nearby passenger farting in rows 10 to 12. Inconsiderate passengers can make even the most smoothest flights a stressful experience. This is again in the Daily Mail today. Just ask one disgruntled passenger who took an issue with a particular neighbour in the areas of rows 10 to 12 who kept passing gas during the journey. Oh God. Mind you, you want to meet my nephew, the older one, Gary. Oh, he did the worst one ever. On a train coming back from Disneyland Paris. The whole family went. Me and the whole family up there. I'm going back here now about, must be at least 10 years when we all went to Disney Paris. Anyway, things got so bad at one point, the unhappy passenger even went so far as to pass a desperate note written on a napkin to the flight attendant. The plea for help was then posted to Reddit. I don't know what Reddit is. Who wrote, "My flight attendant mum got this napkin from an upset passenger." How awful, dear. And you do know there are now special pants and knickers. Did you know that? Pants and knickers for people who keep passing smelly air. Oh! Go away with your stench. It's awful. So, of course, it doesn't happen in the seats that I sit in, dear, on the plane. You know, there's big gaps between people on that. No, we're not squashed together like little sardines, dear. No, you've got to save up the money, and pay for the expensive seats on those planes, dear. And save the money. You don't need a posh hotel or anything. Get a really cheap hotel and spend the money on the flight. That's my advice for you. And then you won't get that disgusting stench from people, yes. Now, how are you going to pay for one of those flights? Well, if you was to come along to my karaoke tonight and get something that's in this box here, you could possibly sell it on eBay and get the money like that. What's in the box? That's the question. Maybe you'll come along tonight to karaoke at Central Station and find out. Have a lovely Monday. And remember, it's not the most depressing day of the year. How can it be? You've just watched this.